Yo, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. So listen, I want to go ahead and talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Kandi Burruss Tucker appeared on to Watch What Happens Live with Kandi Burruss Tucker, and she's talking about Porsha.
Hi, Andy. Hi, Kandi. Hi,
Hey.
Alex. My question is,
First off, Alex from Summer House Martha's Vineyard looks absolutely stunning. I mean, so sexy. I mean, Andy Cohen looks handsome. Kandi Burruss Tucker looks very pretty, but Alex, that skin, those teeth, and that outfit, I see why Noelle and Shanice and Miss Summer want to be with them.
what is your reaction to the news that Porsha will be returning to Real Housewives of Atlanta amid her divorce from Simon?
That's a very messy question. I believe she asked, did you see it coming? Did you expect it?
No, not exactly. Porsha always never really wanted to hear what I had to say about any of her relationships. So I always kind of kept my opinion to myself about that. But I just think sometimes she moves too fast.
Right.
Okay, so two things. Number one, when you're in love, when you meet somebody, you fall in love, you're in bliss. You know what I mean? It's the honeymoon stage. You don't want no hating ass to tell you about your relationship, to tell you about your man. You don't want to hear that your man may be fucking dogs. You don't want to hear that your man likes 20-year-olds that work at his hookah spot. You don't want to hear that, your man is out here talking to this person and that person and going around town doing what the hell they do. You don't want to hear that. You just want to be in love because you feel like anybody that say anything about your man is a hating ass fill in the blank. Okay, why are you hating on my relationship? Is you mad because I got a man and you don't? And I'm not talking about Kandi. I'm saying, in general, right? Is you mad that I got a man and that you don't? But I do actually feel like on one hand, you don't really want to be told about your man. But at the same time, I think it is important to be told about your man. And this is why I do not date men that know my friends. I don't date people that know my friends. I try to date that is one perk of dating, long distance dating. Dating someone that lives in a different city, they don't know your friends. And most likely they don't know your coworkers. And they don't know the people you grew up with. And they don't know your family. And they don't know the scene that you're a part of. And you don't know what the hell they got going on in their city. Right? And so it's like you get to discover this person for the first time without the influence of nobody. But at the same token, I think it is really important if there is a girlfriend or a friend of yours that comes up to you and be like, hey, sis, so I know you just started dating old dude, but, I done heard, right? But then again, you have the women that they don't want to hear nothing about a man. And I think Portia's one of those women. She don't want to hear nothing about her man.
She moves fast. And, with that, maybe you don't know what you're getting yourself into.
Right.
Okay. But it was like she was posting, be
your piece.
Your man's piece. And then the next thing you know, it was like, wait, what? So,
and Alex is just a chuckling. The shade toward Porsha Williams is diabolical. That's what the kids are saying nowadays. Listen, but I agree with her. I do feel like Porsha moves way too fast, and she's basically citing that. She, the reasoning for the divorce, according to the documents, is she didn't know her husband. She found out a lot of things that she feels like she should have known, and she ain't know. Okay. Now, the crazy part about that is she leaked the information about her filing to People Magazine. And in the People Magazine article, they cite that the reasoning for the divorce filing had nothing to do with the information coming out about the immigration stuff. So that's a bit of a contradiction. And then we see in the court documents that it does have, something to do with the immigration, and his fraudulent past, et cetera, et cetera. So I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about everything in the comments down below. Do y'all feel like Porsha Williams moves too fast? I'm going to have to agree with Miss Kandi Burruss, the queen and mayor of Atlanta, on that one. Okay. Now, I'm assuming Kandi Burruss was in New York promoting The Wiz that just hit Broadway. But you want to know what I thought was funny? So I'm scrolling and trolling, minding my business, and I'm watching a 13-day-old clip of The View, and they're talking about how Sonny went to the premiere of The Wiz, and it's so hilarious because why did the rest of the panel low-key sabotage The Wiz? They're sabotaging Kandi and the Wiz. They tried to think of every excuse for people not to go see a Broadway show. This is hilarious.
Sonny, tell everybody where you were last night.
Last night, I went to opening night, the premiere of The Wiz on Broadway. The Wiz. I have to tell you, I am old enough to have gone to the original Broadway show starring Stephanie Mills. I remember seeing the film. This will not let you down. It was absolutely incredible. It's been updated. Please, everyone, go see this incredibly iconic Broadway show. I don't think enough people go to Broadway. If you get the chance to go, I know the tickets are sometimes expensive.
What are you talking
Well, they were saying that some people just don't have the money to go.
Oh, that's another
But so if
story.
you have the money to go,
It's very expensive.
Please go. It was fantastic.
By the time you do the car and the babysitter and the dinner
Yeah.
and the transportation from New Jersey.
And don't
Yeah.
forget when you're coming
$1,000.
from downtown now, trying to go down to uptown,
Oh, you
you know,
got
it's going to
that.
cost you.
But please go.
That's the
Please
whole
go.
thing. Yeah.
Please go.
Anyway.
Please.
Child, this segment is about trying to get people to go see Kandi Burruss Tucker's The Wiz, and they're thinking of every reason not to go. It's too expensive, traffic, babysitter, dinner, transportation, Uber.
It was fantastic.
By the time you do the car and the babysitter and the dinner
Yeah.
and the transportation from New Jersey.
And don't
Yeah.
forget when you're
$1,000.
coming from downtown now, trying to go down to uptown,
Oh, you
know,
got
it's going
that.
to cost you.
But please go. But
That's the
please
whole
go.
thing. Yeah.
Please go.
Anyway.
That is hilarious. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about the situation in the comments down below. Are you going to go see The Wiz on Broadway? I think you should. I will next time I'm in New York. Last but not least, I did want to mention Porsha and her mans, Simon Guobadia. He's being ordered to pay this 6-figure judgment over alleged unpaid bill on this private jet deal. Let's see. Real Housewives of Atlanta star Porsha Williams' estranged husband Simon Guobadia's company, Simcoe, was hit with a default judgment after he failed to respond to a lawsuit over a private jet bill. Why don't people respond to lawsuits? I'm a little bit confused at the situation because you're going to get a default judgment. Like, didn't Nene get a default judgment for that rent payment? And like, you know, the photographer who like said he was contracted to take pictures at the Lenithia Lounge for $1,000 and she never paid him. I'd be like, real interesting why they don't respond. But maybe it's because they feel like they're going to end up paying it anyways. And so they don't want to spend money on a lawyer to respond to the lawsuit. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Okay. It says, according to court documents obtained by RadarOnline.com, an Ohio judge ordered Simon Simcoe Petroleum Limited Company to pay $887,000. God damn. Mr. $40 million man, he got it. That's just $1 million out of his $40 million. You got it, Simon, since you living your best life and you worked your whole life, you know, to get to this point, and you have the luxury to, you know, sit up there with alleged women abusers, Jeezy, and all of your girlfriends, Body by J and them. You have money to be sailing set on a yacht. You can pay for it. But actually, I don't really know because I saw a video and Gary with the T is kind of alluding to the fact that he believes that Simon is trying to get alimony because he's requesting all of these, you know, financial documents and financial communications with the network and Bravo and Truly Originals and things like that. I think it's a scheme and a scandal to try to kick her out the house. Because he doesn't want that prenup to be enacted. He doesn't want that prenup to go into effect, right? And the prenup states that after 30 days of filing, he needs to leave the home and she can stay there for 2 years, okay? I had to say this multiple times to people. She's not arguing for ownership. They're not debating over ownership. Simon owns the home, but per the agreement, the contract, the prenup, he needs to move out after 30 days after a filing, and she can stay in there for 2 years. It's like a renter. When you rent or lease a space, you sign a contract, whether, you know, you own the property or not. So anyways, y'all think Simon want alimony, or do y'all think the $40 million man just want the Mrs. $40 million to get the fuck on? Y'all let me know how y'all feel about everything in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day.